Shit!
The Coffee Table is a foreign film that came out in 2022, but it's made its rounds throughout the movie festivals over the past couple of years. I've never heard about it until TikTok.
This right here is by far the most disturbing movie that I have ever talked about on TikTok to date.
This is one of those movies that you watch and then you numbly sit there like a week later still thinking about it.
Oh my god. Man, I can tell you right now, a lot of people are not gonna like this movie.
I can't even remember how long it has been since something caught me so off guard. Hold on, I'm getting a call. A call. What's up, Justin?
And usually these TikTok recommendations are trash. Most of these movies that they say are the most disturbing films of all time are usually just weak films that I never enjoy. But this one, I wanted to take a look at it because it's a foreign film, and if you know me, if you see my other reviews, you understand that I have an appreciation for foreign films because they have no rules. They don't give a damn who gets killed or what happens. It's just a raw story. So I saw it on Saturday night, and damn. Jesus and Mary are a couple going through a difficult time in their relationship. Nevertheless, they have just become parents. To shape their new life, they decide to buy a new coffee table. That decision will change their existence. Now, I want to be clear. I don't want to say this is a horror movie. I don't want to say it's the most disturbing film of all time. There's a lot of crazy junk out there. And I've seen a few reviews on YouTube. I think there's like maybe less than 15 reviews on the coffee table right now, and everyone's saying the horror community is excited about this. I'm not one to say it's a horror movie. It's just, as I said with the synopsis, something horrible happens in this movie and you're left with living with that event for the next 90 minutes. And I promise you, unlike those other reviews, I am not going to spoil what happens in this movie. The less you know, the better you're off. If I can describe the feeling this movie had me feel the entire time, I would say it's tension and absolute dread.
Oh my god.
It was an experience again, and for a movie to actually draw that type of emotion out of me, I have to respect it because again, this is a fictitious movie. These events didn't happen, but just how real the events are and how in a weird way this could happen to any one of us. That's what makes it very real to me, and that's why I was just so drawn in this film. As a matter of fact, my fiance couldn't watch the rest of the movie. It's very disturbing for some people. So again, it can be triggering. It was very intense for me, but again, I don't want to place it in the horror genre. It's just a horrible situation and you have to live with it. That's all I'm going to say. And what I appreciate about the film is that it highlights choices, everyday choices we all make. Sometimes we think just a simple choice on picking M&Ms from a Skittles or whatever is not a big deal, but it's these minor choices that we make in life, whether there be in relationships, having children, starting a family, may be not a big deal, but they'll come back and possibly be the worst decision you've ever made. I do love how it highlights that. So you'll see that theme within the movie. The best possible way I can describe this film, it's an intrusive thought. You know, those intrusive thoughts we all have that are just random and violent, and you go, wow, where the hell did I just go? We all have those, right? Well, that's what this film is. It's just a regular, everyday situation that we're all in, and something horrific happens. And again, you're forced to live in that situation for the next 90 minutes. Now, if you notice, I'm kind of being repetitive and very vague with trying to review this film because I want you to go into this movie blind. The less you know, the better off you'll be. Like I said, there's only a handful of reviews on YouTube about this movie, and they kind of spoil it and go into detail. And I don't want to do that for you. This is a movie that is best if you go in not expecting what happens. And again, the less you know, the better off you'll be. This is the type of movie, kind of like Barbarian, the less you know, the better off you'll be. You want to have that movie experience, that genuine movie experience that I had, as dreadful as it was. I don't want to take that away from you. And that's why I'm being so vague. Now, when it comes to my recommendation, I honestly don't know. I don't know what your palate is. I don't know how you feel about over-the-top horror, like graphic, like Terrifier. That's one thing. And then there's like realistic, horrible situations that can happen in your home. There's a difference between that. There's fantasy, and then there's kind of like a reality realm. So I don't know what your palate is. If you're down for an intense horrible situation to be stuck in for 90 minutes, then I would recommend this film to you. Now, I know there's going to be many of you that are going to see this film and go, Rudy, this was nothing. I'm sure you've seen worse. We all have, but again, there's something different when it comes to just a normal, everyday environment that we're all in. There's a difference. We're not in a weird clown house. We're not in Elm Street. We're not in, Crystal Lake. We're at home. And I think any movie that makes your home the centerpiece of a horrific event is pretty masterful, because we all can relate to it, no matter what country we're from or what language we speak. And that's the beauty of this horrific experience in this horrific film. Kudos to the cast, kudos to the filmmakers that take such a simple story and to make such a crazy event. I bet the budget for this movie was less than 20 million. It didn't need a lot of effects. It didn't need a lot of anything. It was just the weight of the situation. And I applaud them for making such a great movie experience and to draw that emotion out of me. And not many movies do that nowadays.
Fuck. This fucking movie.
So, with viewer discretion advised, throwing the caution out there, I am recommending this film for you to check out. You can rent it right now. I believe it's on Amazon for like $3.99, $4. Rent it for 48 hours. And if you do see the movie based on my recommendation, I want you to come back in the comments and let me know what you thought about it. I cannot wait to hear from you. Well, everybody, thank you for watching Gen X Reviews. My name is Rudy. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe, hit the like button, put some comments down below. I'd love to hear from you. And as always, take care. I will see you next time. Bye.